Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that helps you get right to the heart of things, taking source material and pulling out the key insights. Think of it as your shortcut to being really well informed.
That's the goal.
And today, we've got something pretty unique. Our source isn't a long article or study. It's actually just select bits about a book. The title, There Is No Right Way to Meditate, and Other Lessons, and some info on the author, Yumi Sakugawa.
Right.
Okay, so let's unpack this. It's kind of fascinating, starting a deep dive with, well, just that. Our mission here is to see what we can genuinely figure out, what insights we can glean about the book and author from this, well, limited but intriguing start.
It is a great challenge, actually. And what's interesting is how much you can potentially decode, Even from concise info like this, you can start to build a picture, especially when you look at the author's background against the subject matter. It's like a bit of literary archaeology.
Yeah, I like that. Literary archaeology.
Yeah.
Okay, so that title, There Is No Right Way to Meditate and Other Lessons. My first reaction was, wow, okay, that's different.
It is. It feels almost like a statement against maybe the more prescriptive approaches you sometimes see.
Exactly, like less intimidating somehow. Then you look at the author, Yumi Sakugawa. The info says she's an Ignatz Award-nominated comic book artist. Now that feels like more than just a job title, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge clue. An Ignatz nomination, that's significant in the independent comic scene.
Right.
It signals critical acclaim, someone respected for their art, often for, unique perspectives or maybe challenging norms, not just someone drawing pictures, but a serious visual storyteller.
So that background might really shape how she approaches meditation in the book, like
Yeah.
maybe dismantling those rigid expectations the title hints at.
Precisely. That ethos fits perfectly with a title promising no right way.
Now look at her previous book. I think I Am Friend Love with You. That sounds very human, relatable. And the other one, Your Illustrated Guide to Becoming One with the Universe.
Yeah.
I mean, that title,
Yeah.
it seems to tie directly into this meditation theme, but with that crucial word, illustrated.
Yes, absolutely. It suggests this exploration of, bigger concepts, maybe spiritual ideas, but inherently through a visual lens.
Right, not just text explaining things.
And we also see her comics appeared in places like Bitch Magazine, The Best American Non-Required Reading, The Rumpus. That shows a reach across different kinds of literary and cultural spaces, not just niche comics, but broader alternative scenes. Suggests a voice that connects.
Good point. And the final piece we have is her education graduated from UCLA's fine art program.
Right, so a formal grounding in visual arts.
And crucially, she designed the cover and the interior illustrations for this book. There is no right way to meditate.
Okay, so the visual element is definitely not an add-on. It's baked in from the start.
Yeah.
So if you put all those pieces together, the Ignatz nomination, the fine art degree, the previous illustrated guides, publication she's been in, and then that title.
It paints a picture, doesn't it?
It really does. It strongly suggests, I think, a take on meditation that's going to be accessible, probably unconventional, and definitely not dogmatic. Non-prescriptive is the word that keeps coming to mind.
Yeah.
And what's really fascinating here is how just this little glimpse suggests a fresh perspective, maybe an unburdened view on meditation infused with like an artistic sensibility. It might connect differently than a purely philosophical text.
You mean like using visuals to explain concept?
Exactly. Imagine things like mindfulness or letting go, shown through relatable drawings, hitting you on a more intuitive level, perhaps, bypassing some of the intellectual roadblocks people sometimes hit.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, this deep dive was different, focusing just on the cover clues, you could say. But we've actually surfaced quite a bit. To recap, Yumi Sakugawa, author of There Is No Right Way to Meditate, and Other Lessons. She's this Ignatz-nominated comic artist, UCLA Fine Arts grad, with previous illustrated books exploring connection and the universe.
Yeah.
Her works appeared in respected places. All this points to a potentially unique, very visual and accessible approach to meditation. Maybe one that makes it feel less daunting.
I think that's a key takeaway, that these insights, useful ideas, they can come from unexpected places. An artist's view on inner calm, that might be exactly what resonates with someone who finds traditional methods a bit off-putting.
So what does this mean for you listening? Well, it shows how even limited information can spark real understanding if you connect the dots. And maybe, just maybe, this artist's approach could offer a really fresh way into practices like meditation.
And it leaves us with a thought, doesn't it? If the path to something as profound as inner calm might have, as the title says, no right way, Well, it makes you wonder, what other parts of your life are you approaching with rules that might be unnecessary? Where else might you be holding on too tightly to the right way when maybe there isn't just one?
That's a great question to ponder, something to think about.